Tickmill. $4 round turn, 5 regulators, 0 brand noise. The cheapest serious broker in Forex? Here's the answer.
Tickmill, founded 2014, regulated by 5 different authorities, and quietly one of the cheapest places in retail Forex to actually execute a trade. The Pro account quotes raw spreads from 0 pips on Euro USD with a commission of $2 per side per standard lot. That's a round turn cost of about $4. To put that in context, that's the same ballpark as Pepperstone Razor, an account most active traders consider the benchmark for cheap. So the question for this review isn't whether Tickmill is cheap. It is. The question is why it's that cheap, what you give up to get there, and who actually benefits from that structure. Let's start with the regulation layer, because this is where most low-cost brokers get sloppy. Tickmill holds 5 licenses. FCA in the UK under firm reference 717270 with FSCS cover up to £85,000. Cysec in Cyprus, firm reference 27815 with ICF cover up to €20,000. Then FSA Seychelles, FSCA South Africa, and LFSA in Labuan, Malaysia. 5 regulators sounds great, but here's the thing most reviews skip. Those 5 entities aren't equal. The FCA and Cysec ones give you Tier 1 retail protection, negative balance protection, segregated client funds, and a real compensation scheme if the broker fails. The Seychelles, South Africa, and Labuan entities don't carry that compensation backstop in the same way. The number to watch isn't how many licenses Tickmill has. It's which legal entity holds your account. If you're in the EU or UK, you're under FCA or Cysec by default, and that's the part that matters. Okay, regulation. Solid where it counts. Now the part everyone actually clicks for, cost. There are 3 account tiers, Classic, Pro, and VIP, and the way most people read the menu is wrong. The Classic account looks friendly, spreads around 1.6 pips on Euro USD, no commission. Clean, simple, no hidden math. The Pro account looks scarier, raw spreads from 0, but a commission of $2 per side. Most beginners pick Classic because the word commission sounds like a fee they didn't have before. But here's the mechanism. On a 1-lot Euro USD trade, a 1.6 pip spread costs you roughly $16 round turn. The Pro account, 0 spread plus $2 in, $2 out, $4 total. The Pro account is cheaper by a factor of 4. Same trade, same broker. The only thing that changed is the pricing structure. That's the answer to the question I planted at the start. The lower spread account is cheaper the moment you place more than a token amount of volume per month. For anyone trading with even mild frequency, Pro is the default. Classic is a trap dressed up as simplicity. The VIP tier sits above Pro with the same 0 pip floor and tighter commissions once your monthly volume gets serious. If you're trading hundreds of lots a month, that's where the curve bends in your favor. For everyone else, Pro is the line to draw. That $4 round turn number, let me give it teeth. Across retail Forex, the typical all-in cost on Euro USD sits closer to $10 or $12 per lot once you fold commission and spread together. Tickmill Pro at $4 puts it in the bottom bracket of the entire industry. Pepperstone Razor is right there. IC Markets Raw is right there. The difference is that Pepperstone and IC Markets spend on marketing. Tickmill doesn't. Same price, less brand. That's the whole story. Platforms. This is a use the platform you already know broker. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. A proprietary web platform for traders who want browser-only access, and TradingView integration for the chart-first crowd. There's no flashy in-house interface, no proprietary social trading layer, no copy trading marketplace. And honestly, for the kind of trader Tickmill targets, that's a feature, not a gap. If you wanted social trading, you'd be on eToro. Tickmill assumes you already have a strategy and you just want execution underneath it. On the execution side, the servers sit in London, New York, and Singapore. 3 financial centers, 3 time zones. The reason that matters? Latency. When you're paying $4 round turn, you're not paying for research. You're not paying for hand-holding. You're paying for the trade to land. Server location is the unglamorous mechanism behind that. Closer server to the liquidity venue means tighter execution under volatility. It's why the Pro account can hold 0 pip spreads on majors without slipping. Product range is where this story narrows. Forex majors, minors, and exotics. Indices, commodities, metals and energies, bond CFDs, stock CFDs, select crypto CFDs depending on which entity holds your account. But notice what's missing. No real share dealing. Every stock you trade here is a contract for difference. You don't own the underlying. No ISA wrapper if you're in the UK. No SIP. No long-term tax advantage investing layer. If you came here looking to buy and hold Apple shares for 10 years, this is the wrong broker. Tickmill is built for active traders who close their positions inside the same week, often the same day. That's the design choice. The product list reflects it. One detail worth flagging: no inactivity fee on most retail accounts. That sounds minor. It isn't. If you trade in bursts, heavy weeks followed by quiet months between strategies, most brokers charge you $10 or $15 a month for the privilege of leaving your money parked. Tickmill doesn't. For a trader who runs seasonal strategies or steps away to study, that's real money saved every year. Now the gaps, 3 of them. First, brand. IG, Pepperstone, CMC all have decades of recognition behind them. Tickmill has 11 years and a smaller marketing budget. If you weigh familiarity above raw cost, this won't feel like the safe choice, even though the regulation says it is. Second, no US retail clients. Tickmill does not accept American residents, full stop. If you're in the US, this entire video is academic. Third, the CFD-only structure. If you want to genuinely own shares, ETFs, or hold positions inside a tax wrapper, you need a different broker. Tickmill is a derivative shop. It says so in the product list. So who is this actually for? Pick Tickmill if cost is your primary filter and you trade Forex or CFDs with any frequency. Pick it if MT4, MT5, or TradingView is already where you live. Pick it if you sit under the FCA or Cysec entity and want Tier 1 protection on the cheapest commission structure in retail. Skip it if you need real share dealing, if you want an ISA or SIP wrapper, if you're a US client, or if brand reassurance matters more to you than the $4 round turn number. Final verdict, 8.8 out of 10. Tickmill is a quiet, execution-first broker that prices like the household names but markets like a boutique. The pro account is the configuration that matters. That's where the $4 round turn lives, and that's the number that makes this broker competitive with Pepperstone and IC markets on the cost layer most active traders actually care about. The classic account I'd avoid unless you trade once a month. The brand gap is real, but the regulation underneath it, FCA, Seychelles, segregated funds, FSCS-covered, is genuine Tier 1. If cost is your filter, this belongs on the short list.
Tickmill earns the score on cost. Pick the pro account. Full review linked in the description.